Neyland Stadium in Knoxville, one of the great venues in all of college football, and home to the Tennessee Volunteers. And this crowd knows that when the balls run through the tee, they are in for a show. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on another SEC rival, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. Coming out with it, it's late. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The offense lining up for a first down play. Hand off from the shotgun. Determined run, but he stopped after 2 yards down at the 13. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They have lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here. Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And that pass intercepted. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
And how about that play by the defense here early in this game opening drive, facing one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football, and they're able to get an interception. That is going to be massive for their confidence in this game.
As the defense comes out, they've got him pinned back, and listen to the roar of this crowd. Just going to keep it after the snap. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
Well, the defense wasn't expecting that. They had a lot of guys back in the coverage. That was second and a lot of yards to go, and they got caught off guard. Not enough guys in the box to control that running back.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play, because You've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
That's a really nice job holding that pass in, and you think LSU has just been such a breeding ground in recent years for receivers. Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, OBJ, Jarvis Landry, they all have the ability to make a play anywhere on the field, and that's what this guy can do. You can line him up anywhere. He can run routes at all three levels of the secondary. The defense has to know where he is lined up every single play.
Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum. I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And they get the sack right out of the gate.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. And the returner will be brought down. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive, Dave.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Offense set on first down. The snap sets up the throw. Quickly complete. On the move at the 30. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Love that throw there. And I remember as a Gator playing against Tennessee, you knew as a quarterback you were going to have to bring your A game to the park because of who was on the other sideline. I played against Peyton Manning, and I played against T. Martin, who won a national championship there. They have a legacy at that position. And this guy for Tennessee, he has a chance to be the next great one.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Off play action. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give him a first down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Throws toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Tennessee.
What a massive play for the offense. And sometimes when you're calling it deep in your own end, you're expecting man coverage or at least the one-on-one to the outside of the field, and that's what they had. The quarterback put air under it. The receiver shows off his speed. They make the catch, and it's not just a big first down. It's a touchdown. That is a momentum-changing play.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the right. He makes a catch. Oh, just left him grasping. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
And that's why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between the tackles, he can pass block, but he can also run routes. And we're not just talking about screens or swing routes. This guy gets vertical down the field, and he can run the route tree.
Looking down the middle. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Tigers. What a catch and run for 6.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Just one of those mistakes that can happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds. Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. First down for this offense. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Turns it on down the left side. He's at the 20. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Volunteers!
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Slips through the line. And he is brought down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. On first down, here comes this offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Still on his feet at the 45. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Just about any LSU offense will make you hold your breath when they play pitch and catch.
Yeah, just such elite playmakers usually, just such speed. And listen, when you're a defense, speed kills. And LSU, no matter who plays quarterback, they always got dudes that can fly out wide that absolutely scare.
And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. They'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. Gets it past the marker for a first down, and that's the way we will wrap up the first quarter. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Defense in press coverage. This is a designed run. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Let's see what they've got on second down. Calls his own number. Running with power. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to escape and get it himself. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the first down. Just so hard to defend.
It's 1st and 10 from the 13. They'll run the counter. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Right back to the well. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. To the end zone, and it's picked off. Not only a great play, but tremendous discipline by this sophomore to make the pick.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover one. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making the tackle for a loss.
They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
That's not an easy throw to hit, I will say it. Dagger throw, it takes time to develop. You really got to sell the route, and the quarterback has got to put that in an area and anticipate the throw. Just not on the same page with his receiver on that.
It's football time in Tennessee. Those words have long been associated with running through the T, the glory of the checkerboard end zone, and the Big Orange ready to do battle. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on another team from the SEC, the Tennessee Volunteers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Well, you don't see this every day. They're lining up for an onside kick on the opening kickoff. There, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Man, these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Space at the 25. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
A first down run in the red zone. Brought down at the 7 after picking up 3. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Off the boot, looking for his man. Now rolling to the left. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, the defense is fast. If you can hit that quarterback with his speed and force those incompletions, man, that is impressive.
It's still 3rd and goal. On the move. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
And how about a decision time right off the jump? 4th down. Do I want to go for it? First drive. Palmer, what you going to do?
I'm taking the points right here. It's early in the game. You're trying to pay off this opening drive. Just get some points up on the board. If it was a little closer to the end zone, I'd say maybe go for it, but I'm playing conservative.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. No good. After the miss, no change in the score.
You can't miss opportunities like that. You're playing on the road in a hostile environment. You're trying to seize momentum right out of the gate. You get a nice drive to start the game, and then you miss the field goal. You don't get any points to show for that. If they're going to win this one, guys, they've got to take advantage of those types of opportunities.
Quick release by the QB. Got room at the 35. He's off to the races. He was off to the races, and maybe another step or two, and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line. This offense has to be feeling it after that last one, and they'll snap it 1st and 10 just outside the 20. He's got it on the right. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
On the option. Now the pitch. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. He's looking to throw. Got it set up on the outside. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown ball! They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
To the air on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dave.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. He's going to take off. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land.
Really good job by the defense getting to the quarterback and getting him on the ground for no gain. It's tough. Once you get there and get pressure, it's so hard to get these guys on the ground because they're elusive. Really good job wrapping him up and getting to the ground.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. LSU moving quickly, going to work again on 1st down. These two guys just on the same wavelength. They make. He's going to throw deep right side. Wide open, he makes the catch. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Tigers.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Lay. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They'll try the run. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Hayes. Makes the catch, and he's brought down.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Got it in the middle. It's Hayes. Really nice job to get it past the sticks. Pick up the first down at the 30. The Vols come to the line with a new set of downs. He wants to throw. Gets it out quickly. Still running at the 40. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down.
That's a pretty impressive throw, man. That's given me Peyton Manning to Peerless Price memories back when I was watching them, playing against them in college. That was a thing of beauty right there. There's a nice chemistry that this quarterback has with his group of wide receivers, and you see that in the timing of these throws.
Now on first down from the 43. Looking to move it through the air. Time to take a shot. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them. Hit the afterburners, kid. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Give to the running back. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. LSU quick to the line. Off the play fake. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. A designed run for the quarterback. Past the 25. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Dude, when you got a guy like this that can just hit the gas and go pick up 15-plus yards, what a luxury. How nice is it to have a quarterback like that when I'm a tailback, when I can send the tailback one direction, quarterback the other direction. This guy's just got so much speed.
And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. He leaves it with the back. A very short pickup there, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
Really nice third down sub defense there at that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up for it.
He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. He's looking to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Pulls it in, it's Hayes. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. They'll try to get the first through the air. Got the quick pass. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Got it in the middle, it's late. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Now the play fake. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on third and long. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Looking to throw it again. Fires to the middle. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's for the play caller right now, just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form time.
LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. He gets a block. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Leaves it with the running back. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Tennessee loves relying on the big physical backs like a Jamal Lewis, and this guy fits the mold.
Yeah, guys you just didn't want to tackle. I mean, guys that run angry all the time, and it's a mindset. When Tennessee has that mindset, the fans go crazy, and their teams are usually their best squads.
Looking to go up top on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Hayes. And the defense coming with bad intentions. They knock him down for a loss. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, Tennessee! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to...
Oh, look out! Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Oh, I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Fires to the wideout. And the ball is intercepted. Taking it the other way. He's at the 40. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Man, what a play. Now you're setting your offense up for great position, but you want to make big plays as a defense. Not only make big plays, return it a long way down the field. You wanted a touchdown, obviously, but you set your offense up in great scoring position.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
Now, that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. With the catch, it's Hayes. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll run the option. Now the toss. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Not able to pick up that first down, David, but if I'm them, I'm going again right here on 4th.
And I think you knew that on 3rd and 2, short yard situation. You got it close to 4th and inches. Now we're going to get this first down.
And it's a fake, and the kicker's going to throw it. And they get it done. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The Volunteers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Out of the gun, looking to throw. And the quick shuffle pass.
The pass on 1st down, caught by the tight end. Loses 4. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Quarterback will audible. Wants to throw on 2nd down. Touchdown, Volunteers! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Quick handoff. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Keep it on the ground. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. That's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Tigers will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Lane. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, Ben. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down.
In halftime in this locker room, there's a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in the second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. Only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
And the Vols will line it up on 1st and 10. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Finds his tight end. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. That's why the good Lord invented tight ends, isn't it, David? Get a good pickup on first down, open up the entire playbook.
And it just makes life so easy on quarterbacks. I mean, you got these guys that are so gifted athletically that you can do everything with them. They're like overgrown wide receivers, and now understanding zones and how to attack them. It's just unbelievable when you got these kind of big athletes.
Didn't get a whole lot of yardage before he was stopped, but using the running back in the short passing game gives him a first down.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Going up top on first down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know, the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front, they could not protect him well enough.
That last play, the kind of thing that can mess up a really good drive. It's 2nd and 17. The pull and throw off the RPO. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. That's caught. It's Hayes. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
And after watching an effort like that, even though he wasn't able to get the first down, as the quarterback, you're going to start throwing to him a lot more often in this game because he's going to pad your stats. You know this guy is going to get tons of yak because he is fighting for every inch out there on the field.
They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from the right hash. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Arizona is down right now, but you simply can't rule out a comeback. Teddy Bruschi had a hand in getting this kid to Tucson, so if he thinks the magic is there, who am I to disagree? They're trailing by 11 to Oregon State. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. They pick up a 6.
This offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. He's got it down the left. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
He has 89 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. It's a draw.
Draws are such a smart way to take advantage of fast defensive linemen. They want to get upfield and get after the quarterback. It keeps them honest. Makes them realize they got to play the run, too. Great play call.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. On second down, they'll take to the air. He'll take a shot. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. The field position was bad. The finish was great. Great way to answer that poor field position.
Poor field position, no problem. How about it? Great job by the offensive coordinator. This offense getting in a good rhythm early, even backed up, even in a predictable situation. Great job coming out.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's late. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Caught behind the line. It's late. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get the ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast. And you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
Floats it out in space. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up fourth down.
And the Volunteers will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it. Oh, the fake, the up man looking for room. They'll stop him short, and they had it sniffed out from the beginning.
Man, the fake punt. The idea of the fake punt is so great. I'm going to catch you off guard, get a free first down. But when it goes south, everybody's ticked off. Why did you do it? What a stupid play call. So if you just called it, sorry, but that's what I had to say about it.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Intercepted. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
They go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Loss of 1 throwing play. Second down coming up.
And here comes the offense on second down.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Tennessee 24, LSU 17.
Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
Gotta love the way the defense is playing here on this drive. Down in the game in the fourth quarter. They're expecting run, and they're getting stops these last 2 snaps. If they can get a big play here, they've got an opportunity to get off the field and probably get pretty good field position to put their offense in a position to maybe go score.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. They'll run play action. He lobs one high down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Vols will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play.
The expressway is wide open. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. Now let's see if they can follow up that huge play. 1st and 10 from the 23. He's looking to throw it. Fires toward the end zone. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Yeah, and I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the 4th quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big play.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. He caught it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, LSU! The defense flailed at him like he was slathered in baby oil and wrapped in rattlesnakes. They didn't get close to it.
It's hard, man. The dude's so fast, but he's still allowed to throw it. He can still run it. He's so hard to get a handle on, and I tell you what, that's why he makes big plays time and time again.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Middle Tennessee put one in the win column in convincing fashion. The Blue Raiders had zero issue moving the ball, and that defense held strong in key moments. Talk about a complete performance. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The back goes in motion. Running back searching for a hole. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. Even with minimal gain on the return, they're working with a short field from the 36.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. It's the 4th quarter. It's a tie ball game. You need a stop. What an unbelievable job forcing the interception, creating offensive opportunity for your offense to go out and win this ball game.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Here's the handoff. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The clock has stopped as we have reached the 2-minute warning here in the ball game. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
3rd downs are so crucial, and quarterbacks, you want them to be, elite with their functioning, be able to go through their progressions, get rid of the football, not take sacks. But they just took a sack. How about the individual effort by that defense, understanding 3rd down and getting to the quarterback?
going for it on 4th down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He lets it fly. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. The give to the left side. A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line. Being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. It's complete on the right side. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Wants to throw on 3rd. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Great play by the defense, forcing the incompletion. What do you do now if you're on offense? Game is tied. It's late. Do you have the confidence in your quarterback and your offense to convert this 4th and short and give yourself a chance to win this game now?
The Volunteers will bring the punt team onto the field. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. A pretty good bit of ground to cover here, Jesse, but they've got some time to work with.
They do, so tempo is going to be important. You got to go fast. You just got to make good decisions at the quarterback position.
And those good decisions are throwing the ball beyond the sticks, using the sidelines to get out of bounds, try to maximize this time and get in a position to win.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. He's going to pass. Getting some heat. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And what a break to get that football back at this juncture. That would have been catastrophe.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Quarterback keeper. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Looking to throw. He'll pull it down and run. Turns it on in midfield. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
With the score all time.
First play of the first possession of OT. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the middle. If he runs this back, this game's over. And the takeaway is the exclamation point. The game saver for the win.
And what a mistake by the offense. Here in overtime, throwing that interception. They're now going to give the ball to the opponent. All they need is a field goal now to win.
Defense has its back against the wall as they try to extend this game and force another overtime. To the ground with the back. Blast is way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Third down now, and putting anything on the board will make them a winner here in OT. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He'll pull it down. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Wow, what a big play. And how about the hit stick tackle right there? That's one this offense is going to remember.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll run it to the right. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. He's piled up 87 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. They're already in position for a potential game-winning field goal here on 1st and goal in overtime. He got it in, and the celebration is on. A walk-off touchdown in OT.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in their running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
What a thriller. What a confidence builder to be able to come up with a win like that in overtime.
This team has to love their ability to come up with big plays and big moments. How about in overtime, the individual efforts we saw, this team playing as a unit, doing enough and doing everything that was needed to get the W.
It's such an exciting game, up and down, back and forth. It's heartbreaking if you lose, but when you come through with these games late in the ball game, it gives you confidence throughout the season to continue to build on it. What a great win.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.